I want to see this video.
Let's watch.
Okay, all right. So, need to align it. I think I got it.
Because when Woody suggests, like, I hope it's shoe nice, because he really hates this, Chiz said something that made me really want to watch the video. Again, don't want to oversell. Always want to undersell. Right.
Ready?
Yes.
Ready, set, play.
Oh, I remember
The old
this
school intro. I remember sticking that in front.
Dude, I think I remember who made that intro.
Damn, boys, 10 years. 10 years straight of podcasting. I thought it was impressive that I was wrapping my dick in bacon and sticking corn dogs up my ass for 10 years on YouTube, but having a conversation with Woody for 10 years? No, I'm kidding. Literally, man, one of the first podcasts I've ever watched, listened to, and especially been on, PKA for 10 years, and I remember the first time I ever went on it, I didn't know what it was. The first time I went on it, I just got wasted on the podcast and made new friends. I ended up hanging out with Woody and Kyle and you know what? It's been crazy, man. It's been a wild 10 years, and I just look back and that feels like lifetimes ago that I got wasted on the podcast for that first time, and everything, man. I can't believe you guys have been pumping them out since then. It feels like lifetimes ago. And PK is still here, still banging them out, baby. Way back in the day, I remember watching the recording of the podcast and seeing Call of Duty footage and just being like, what
This upbeat music is so funny.
play games on
Royalty
here?
free.
Yeah,
I
it's like
guess
an
I
Apple
could say
commercial.
that, PKA have been, trailblazing since day one. And I've been blazing trails in the back of a blazer. No, I'm joking. I'm being an idiot. I'm stupid. Anyways, man, congratulations, guys. Fucking love you all. Huge shout out to PKA and huge shout out to the PKA audience. You guys are all dope. And fucking, we're doing it, man. You're doing it. Hey, give me a kiss.
I was supposed to do this last week, but I cut my finger off, and now there's wind. Bloody typical. This is America under Trump. Dog barking. It's not even my dog. Oh, this is a bit of a shit show, isn't it? Everyone's on sort of lockdown. My allergies are crap, so now I sound like a boy going through puberty. And somehow, PKA turns 10.
It's
That's
just her
insane.
complaining.
Congrats, guys. 10 years of a consecutive podcast is pretty damn epic. So well done, Taylor and Woody, and cheers. And here's to another 10. Congrats.
Nothing for Kyle.
I get nothing.
Yeah, anyway, cool. Fuck Kyle.
How's it going, guys? Blame Truth here. Recurring
He looks good.
PKA podcast guest. I've been on the show 4 or 5 times now at this point, and every single time it is always a blast. Those guys are so fun to just shoot the shit with and do this like off the cuff style with. And congrats on 10 years straight of just keeping the podcast going, and not only keeping it going but thriving. It's so hard to thrive in this ever-changing entertainment medium that is the internet. New things, new trends are constantly coming and going, but PKA stay constant, and it's such a hard feat. Congrats so much, guys, on 10 years. Some of my favorite moments from the show, one with me in it, has to be the Hellcat story. I was dying to tell that story to several thousand people because it's so ridiculous, and thankfully they gave me a platform to do that. And now I want to say every single week
I remember that.
somebody comes into my Twitch stream or my YouTube channel and says Hellcat at me in all caps. So yeah, one of my favorite moments there. Another favorite moment would be the Wings of Redemption, just the whole tale that Kyle told about Wings of Redemption's boot camp thing that Kyle made him do at his place. And I go back and I watch that clip quite frequently. Hilarious. Kyle's such a good storyteller, but I don't know, man. Just the off the cuff, relatable, not rehearsed nature of the podcast is what has kept me a fan and kept me coming back on for so long. Again, congrats on 10 years, guys, and hopefully we get 10 more at least.
PKA has kind of always been there for me as a podcast. It's one of the first actual podcasts that I ever really watched when I was getting into the entertainment gaming space. And to the best of my knowledge, it's the oldest or one of the oldest gaming podcasts on the planet. It's also one of the very first ones to truly become a thing in its own right. Like the parts are greater than the whole, more than just the creators that created it. And the people that created it made it back when YouTube was like this little janky website that ran on Flash and had a star system and video replies and
I miss
just
stars.
things that happened
I do too.
like decades ago
5
that
stars.
nobody would even know
5-star rating,
anymore.
baby.
It has been there consistently for years. There's always a new PKA, there's always a new guest, there's always something fun, crazy going on. And I think that some of my favorite moments from the show weren't actually big famous guests or like really like this hype event happened, but just story time from the creators themselves. Like just in almost any story from Kyle or Wings is guaranteed to be very, very fun. I know, well, Wings may not no longer part of the show, but still very entertaining throughout a lot of its history. And I want to wish all of you a fantastic next 10 years. I'm supposed to say in this little promo, you know, congratulations on getting 10 done, but what I really want to see is 10 more. Let's make this a 20-year podcast.
Kyle, Woody, Taylor, good to see you guys. Congratulations on 10 years on PKA, a podcast named after a Call of Duty perk, I believe. I'm even surprised Call of Duty's still around. And you guys have been doing it for 10 years. So, way to go. I mean, I have known you guys for a very, very long time. Kyle doesn't even remember meeting me. That's how old we are, unfortunately. But thanks again for just kind of being along for my ride. I'm glad I was there for your guys' ride. And now we're meeting back at the, I guess not the end, but let's say we're just, we're meeting again for the very first time on PK. So I appreciate you guys having me on the podcast and getting to be, I guess, a little bit of a voice of reason occasionally for you guys. So way to go.
Bullshit.
It is absolutely a feat to be making content for 10 years, let alone having a podcast for 10 years. Something that people come back to week after week after week. An amazing, amazing run. So just keep at it, and I'll see you guys very, very soon, of course. Always.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dunkus.
My
Wanted
boy!
to say to you, the Painkiller
Dunkus.
Already crew,
It's been a
congratulating you
while.
on 10
I used to
years
play
of
with-
a
I like that
podcast.
guy.
That's insane to me. I don't even know. I can't name another podcast that's even ran half that length. So congratulations to you guys. Woody, you're a trailblazer. You did it back in the day when nobody was doing it. Chiz, of course, holding everything together. Kyle being the crazy one that he is. And can't forget Mercadurka, the classic. You know, love you guys. Wishing the best for 10 years. Maybe 10 more will come of this. I don't know. Peace out.
Guys, time out. Do I hear this correctly? You guys have just reached 10 years of doing the podcast for 10 years? That is insane. That's 52 weeks. That's 520 weeks. If my math serves me correct. I'm not a mathematician.
It's faster than we did it in the beginning.
Either way, you guys There's
no way to
are
check it.
magicians, right? Dr. Chiz behind the curtain, Mercadurka, my brothers FPS Kyle, and of course Woody's Gamer Tag. Guys, I can't tell you how happy I am for you guys. That is an accomplishment that not a lot of people get to say, especially in the podcast world. So, early adapters, like we started a podcast and broke up the podcast and started in those years. Yet here you are showing us how it's done. 10 years of amazing laughs, 10 years of amazing entertainment. You know, you guys share your lives with us for as long as you guys have. That's incredible. I applaud you. And I am
This is
happy
really
to
nice.
say that I have been a part of that podcast maybe 3 times.
I wonder if the second half
4
is
times
just
throughout
fuck
my
you
life.
guys.
I'm still mad at the fact that you guys went on and did your survival adventure without me, even though it was my goddamn idea.
Wasn't
Okay, and
my
then here I
idea.
am being asked to say congrats to you guys. I am super happy for you guys though, and
Yeah, I want
Keep
someone
up
to
with the
be
lies. I'll
I
call INS.
don't care. I don't care if the people will know it, and I don't care if I come off as salty. Either way, I certainly again am happy. I'm inspired to hopefully do that myself. 10 years strong though, that's an incredible feat, boys. And I certainly congratulate you, and I hope that you guys keep on going strong. Here's to 20 more, 10 more.
This is all too nice.
Sounds like we need to do another
Died
trip and
on
bring
you
him.
before this thing. We always gotta do the. We'll quit right there.
First one to die.
10 years of
Who's
podcasting,
this guy?
that's a long
I know.
time. I mean, the fact that you guys have been running for 10 years
Should we just
is-
skip
is
over this?
nothing
I'm looking at the
short
clothes.
of
Did you do
my
this 10
opinion.
minutes ago?
As we all all know.
Yeah, right?
Anything more than 5 years in the digital space is stupid.
How many
It's
of
hard.
those shirts
It's
do you
really hard
have?
to stay relevant.
Oh,
It's hard
enough.
to keep fresh ideas coming in. It's hard to, I imagine
Steve Jobs here.
guests every single episode for 10 plus years. So the fact that PKA still exists
Glasses,
in its
hair on
current
point,
form and it's
cute
doing
as
so
fuck.
well,
I hit
tells
it.
that not only
This is
the talent
pre-quarantine,
of
I
Chiz
think.
is at sourcing guests,
Really?
but also how good you guys are as hosts. You guys have had me on probably more than a dozen times now, and every single time it's really an enjoyable experience because for the most part it's not a podcast. It's like a long discussion hanging out with people that I've known for upwards of a decade. I mean, the first time that I met pretty much all of you was at PAX East in 2010. I remember staying in a hotel room in, what was it called, the Continental in Boston, with myself and Taylor actually being in the same room. We shared a room. It was like a suite. We shared a suite with 13 people. All right, 13
It
people.
smelled.
I slept on a couch
A
cushion.
lot of BO.
I think Taylor slept on a pull-out bed, and there's a video somewhere on my YouTube of me like chucking Starburst at him because he fell asleep first
Because you got too allegedly got too stoned.
And
Oh,
it
yeah, I
was
remember
like-
that.
I think Woody was in the same hotel too. He was spending his nights with Onslaught and Bash and Juicer, I think it was.
Could
But
be.
like that was the first time that any of us had ever met up together and hung out, and it pretty much started a lot of friendships that have lasted to this day. I remember meeting Kyle for the first time at the same exact PAX where he told me a story about getting a cat head shipped to him, I think, in his P.O. box. And I went on to tell that story on my my YouTube channel like a couple weeks later, and Kitty got so pissed at me because I just inadvertently leaked who Kyle's alter ego was. So I won't forget that. It was definitely a
A lot of people did that.
Yeah.
wild
Can you imagine?
Tucker uploaded a video of it.
Thank you for always having me on, and thank you
I
to people who
clickbaited
watch
it
for
too.
always supporting the shows that I come on, and thanks to Chiz.
After
for
I'd been
always
so
having
nice trying to give you that
solid group
underage
of guests
alcohol.
And
Remember when I tried to slip you that bottle in the hotel
Yeah.
lobby?
10
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Congratulations. Hopefully in another 10 years we'll be doing this in like a nursing home for Woody's sake, and yeah, it's crazy.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Junkyard Air.
I can't wait.
That's amazing.
Bro, that shirt.
I was on episode number 3. And what'd you have, like 10 podcasts after that? I don't know. What the hell? I don't even freaking watch your shit. Who the hell was on this PKA thing anyway? What do you got? You got this Wings of Redemption? Oh wait, he's not part of it anymore. You got this Taylor. I don't even know who the hell that guy is. Then you got Woody's gamer tag. Woody, oh my gosh, we go so far back. You know what? Congratulations on that paramotor thing that you do in the sky. That is amazing. I can't believe you do that, but I gotta tell you, man, Tucker he's got you so beat.
He does,
His
yeah.
flying, his recording is fucking so much better than yours. Just gotta say, your videos suck. Kyle, aka FBS Russia, Kyle, aka JD Reader. Well, you're just an asshole, buddy. Hey, well, once again, congratulations on 10 years, you fucking assholes. This is Junkyard, needless to say. You guys.
Yeah. So what he's referencing there, the reason he's calling me JD Reader, actually it's JD Reed. My buddy JD Reed that I played Call of Duty with for years. It was me, JD Reed, and Socrates. Were like we played trios on game battles together. Like we all met each other early in Call of Duty 4, and we played together for like every day for many years. And we used JD Reed's YouTube channel to upload the Junkyard montage that I edited together when he quote unquote took down Machinima. So yeah, that's what he's referencing there. That was that still makes me laugh, and I still go back and watch that occasionally.
He rated my Twitch stream like 2 days ago. If people don't know, rating is a nice thing. It's when you finish your stream and you give all your viewers to someone else. So
both of them, huh?
It was in the double digits.
We always make a joke about rated if you raid with viewers. It's like the people that are sitting outside the bar at like 2:30 in at night, not moving, just kind of there. Like, yeah, technically they're there, but they're not really there. Like they're just like hanging out outside of the bar. They're rated viewers.
I have woken up the next morning like, why am I watching Valorant? Okay. You know, I wonder how many times I've been passed along in raids between when I went to bed and now.
Yeah, now it happens.
I can't believe that Junkyard's still alive.
I forgot he existed.
I'll never forget that he exists.
He really he has a little bit of latent resentment for my boy Kyle.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't blame him a bit. He got so much flack for that. Like, he genuinely had a meltdown that day.
I remember him uploading the video, and in that like Skype chat when he did, Kyle linking it, being like, "Ha ha," and just everybody enjoying it.
Dude,
that's funny.
Yeah.
Has anyone else had a meltdown? I've never. I don't know if I've melted down on video. I probably have, probably live streaming, but it's rough. It's rough when the whole world's mad at you, harder than you think. If I had never been on YouTube, I would have guessed that I was amazing in handling that. I've said this before. I used to watch Baba Booey melt down because someone called him Baba Booey on the sidewalk. And I'm like, dude, you're rich. You have nothing to complain about. Who cares if people call you Baba Booey or not? Turns out, like, having your whole life just taken over by this insulting nickname, Baba Booey, people saying it mockingly. You can't exist in public anymore without someone giving you shit about it. It's more grating than people might guess. And
what we're talking about is a different kind of meltdown, right? Like it's fine if you melt down in private. I got his goat so well that he made a response video, and the best part is he didn't know who he was responding to. He was responding to the outrage in general, and of course, immediately clip that, and then edit it together, and then upload it, and just make it twice as bad. Oh, I loved that day. That was one of my favorite days.
I want to watch this video.
Oh, are we watching the video?
This is second.
Oh, I forgot his.
Part 2.
Does Blame Truth have it up?
I don't have it up, no.
So scroll up a little bit, and you'll see a Chiz comment at 6:36 or whatever.
9:36 Eastern.
9:36.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
All right, I'm at 0.
Why is my time zone off by 2 hours?
I am also at 0.
Ready, set, play. I like the intro.
Again, it was like one guy who had 3 or like Cinema 4D, and he made everybody's intro.
Congratulations on your 10 years.
He made one of
back,
mine.
I think it's been almost 5 years since the first time I was on the show. I was wearing this exact same T-shirt. We had an interesting conversation where Woody claimed I strawmanned him. And then we moved on into the filthy robot days, and then into the community love days, where everyone on your subreddit spends their time congratulating me on how great the shows are when I'm on. And I just wanted to say that 10 years, man, is an absolutely wild amount of time to be doing something like this, and for it to be so successful for so long. And I'm really pleased that it's worked out for y'all, and glad to be on when I'm on. And I think this is a pretty cool idea from Chiz, so some love for Chiz
Really
maybe
sweet.
for putting this together. Anyways, guys, congratulations. I hope you get another 10 years.
Shocking
out of
that
this.
one made the
You're
cut,
all
eh, Chiz?
during this shitty time.
Hey, PKA. Anthony Kumi here. 10 years. Wow. You made it 10 years.
Why is this? Where is he recording?
Nice
Looks like a
even number
wedding
since
ballroom.
We're in the throes of the end of the world. So another 10 is probably quite unlikely. I have my own bunker set up down here where I've been broadcasting my program. And it's my subterranean compound, as I like to call it, fully equipped with everything you need. A full bar and champagne and weaponry. Everything you need for the end of the world as we know it. But congratulations. I've had so many good times doing your show. I hope we can continue doing that. I guess Skype isn't contagious, so I'll be able to come on your program for as long as there is life on the planet, which right now, a little questionable as to how long this whole thing's going to keep spinning. But again, congratulations. You guys are great. Always an entertaining program. And like I said, looking forward to coming back on the show very soon. Congratulations again, and good luck in this brave new world.
Kyle, Woody.
Oh,
extras.
10 years.
I've been in that.
Fucking
I've been in that
crazy.
living room.
congratulations.
Kyle Woody.
Looks like you guys are killing it. Looks awesome. Man,
He looks
thinking
good.
back, old
Oh, shit,
memories.
I'm not sharing the video.
Woody, I'll never
I
forget
suck.
you ushering me way too drunk into a cab, me being way too drunk, not you, in LA, taking care of me like a
We got to
good
talk about
man
Sam
would
after this.
do.
I hung out with him
And
recently.
Kyle, I'll never forget laughing so fucking hard during the first FPS Russia dual com. That was fucking great.
We'll upload this separately.
Taylor, well, let's just say I'll never forget what you defended online on Twitter. That's an interesting one, but would love to come on and have a little discussion about it sometime, maybe. Anyway, guys,
That's
best of luck
content. You
for
got to
the
have
future,
him on.
and glad to see you guys are still
I've got his
doing
phone
well
number.
on
I'll
YouTube.
put you guys in contact.
Hey, this is Steve Hofstetter. God damn it.
Oh, he did
Much
right.
better.
Holy
Chiz, if you want to make
shit.
this congratulations really authentic, you have to play it in the middle of something that Kyle says. I wanted to congratulate PKA on making it to 10 years. That's absolutely incredible. Most podcasts don't make it to 10 episodes. But here you are over 500 weeks later. And you only had to fire hosts a couple of times. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be part of the PKA community, for the most part. Woody, Taylor, Kyle, and Chiz, congratulations on 10 amazing years. And here's to 10 more. Forehead out.
Hey, wow! Congratulations for 10 years of podcasting excellence. People, I know you guys can't say this, but as from a podcaster, coming from a podcaster who's coming up on 7 years, it really is probably the hardest job in the
I was
world.
worried about what he was going to say.
So thank you guys. Thank you, 3
Fantastic
or 4, or
audio.
however many you have working for you right now on your 10 years of podcasting excellence.
Say this, but
I have to thank you guys for some of the most humiliating moments of my life. Shoving chicken wings in my face because of your drunk episode that you so graciously brought me on, and then waking up in a cold sweat, hearing the dreaded words of "Do you remember what you did last night?" from my girlfriend when I obviously fucking don't, and I have told her several times to stop asking me that. Thank you guys for that. It was a real rock bottom for me. I didn't drink for several days after that. So thank you for showing me. Thank you for showing
Several
me that.
days.
Having to you guys really are a powerhouse between Woody's ability to make
going?
people think that he might hate them on interviewing him and meeting him for the first time. Kyle, I'm so glad you're out of prison. I hope you made some friends in
That's
there,
all
but
he
nothing more than friends.
More than friends.
I want to talk to you about that. And Taylor, for God's sake, Taylor, where would you guys be without your racist accents, Taylor? You really are. You're like someone who was frozen in time in the '90s, Saturday Night Live, and you've been unleashed upon the internet. I really love it. I know that sounds sarcastic, but that's only because I'm a prick. Congratulations, guys, on 10 years of podcasting excellence. Thank you for introducing me to Wings too. I binged that guy's nonsense after the first or second time I was on the show. I binged that guy's whole story arc for about a week. And it changed my life. You've changed the lives of many people. Here's to another 10, guys. PKA forever. PKA forever. Goodbye.
Hey, PKA.
Good video.
This is
Good
Steve Byrne.
video.
I just wanted
Very
to
good,
say
very good.
congratulations on 10 years. That's amazing. That's an unbelievable run. In the podcast world, thank you so much for having me along for the ride. I appreciate getting to be a guest on your program. And to the fellas, I just want to say continued success. I mean, 10 years, that's amazing. You know, in another 3 years, you guys can officially put a curly one on the soap. So, thank you guys very much. Continued success. Here's to another 10.
He's saying we'll hit puberty in 13, but he doesn't know me.
I want to give
Oh,
a
a curly
huge
one on the-
congratulations to PKA for 10 years. 10 years. Let that sink in for a second. I was
This one's gonna be
trying
nice.
to think about things in my life that I've done for 10 years, and I don't think I've held a job for 10 years. I know that's not something to be, like, proud of, but, like, you guys should be proud of 10 years for PKA. Like, that's insane. I mean, it was 5 years ago that Kyle and I drove a tank through a house here in Texas. I mean, Woody, it's only been a few years that you've been paragliding, and I know you guys rip us apart in the comments for going on at links about wingsuiting and paragliding, but I'm trying to think about these milestones and these benchmarks in our lives and where they happen. It's like, man, dude, 10 years. Like, I can't even fathom it. Like, I applaud you guys for it. Taylor, bro, the Bible lessons, honestly, some of my fondest memories over the year like, I can't. Is this supposed to be one take? I don't know. Maybe we can spice that. Maybe not. Maybe this is just a shit take that you just put the whole thing in. Taylor, dude, like, the Bible lessons are honestly one of my favorite things because they're so, like, unassuming for me. Like, we just go into it. Like, quite frankly, I don't think there's any other 4-hour podcast that I would do out there. That's a long time. And the fans, like, dude, like, everybody sits through the entire thing, like, reaching out to me afterwards. I'm blown away. Like, the fans, you guys really make the podcast for me. Man, I just don't know what to say other than congratulations. I love you guys. Like, I appreciate you having me on over the years, and I hope to see you soon. Oh, hopefully after this shit take.
10 years of PKA. Wow. That's insane. Congratulations to all 4 of you guys for doing this for 10 years straight. I've been doing full-time YouTube for
Quaid.
7 years, which is already insane. I remember watching PKA before I got started with YouTube. All the Call of Duty tips, all the tricks, all the painkillers. I loved it. I loved it so much that it was one of my dreams to be on PKA one day, and I did it a few times. I told some crazy stories, I told some funny stories, I told some cookie stories, and I might have some more stories to share on PKA in the future. Guys, once again, congratulations on this. This is literally insane to be able to do something for 10 years straight, let alone a podcast on the internet where you literally talk about pretty much whatever. And I can't wait to be on. And I can't wait to check out more episodes of PKA. And let's see if we can hit 20 years, guys. That would be insane.
Hello, people. This is Danny Mullen. Just wanted to take a moment to congratulate Woody, Taylor, Kyle, and Dr. Chiz on 10 years of PKA podcasting. I've been a guest.
This is the only guy that's allowed to wear a mullet.
6 months. But the podcast has been important to me because it's a place
suits him
where there's still good radio going on the internet, and where comedians are free to make rape jokes, racist jokes, anti-Semitic jokes. But for me, they're not jokes. They're just me expressing my honest opinions and desire to commit things like rape and murder. And yell racial epithets out car windows. But still, always a great experience to be on. So here's to you boys. Keep it going. And Taylor, the Blues suck.
Oh, what's up, my PKA peoples? Only you.
Wait, what?
Of PKA.
It's white boy.
Yeah,
I
get it.
But like, again, double fire sale. Here's for another 10 years of only use me blade blackout live.
Jesus Christ.
What's fucked up is it took me a second to be like, oh wait, is that blade or not?
Yeah, it's a good impression.
Talking about my toe. Scram. It's healing. Blame for my drinking problem. It's the PKA. I've never recovered emotionally from the 1v1 loss of the Spelling Bee PKA Championship to White Boy 7th Street. All right?
beat him.
So, big shout out to Kyle. Big shout out Woody, Durka, Wings, Lefty, Redneck, and everybody else. Everybody.
That was really good.
It's very good.
Oh, Jesus Christ! That's the end. No.
We gotta put that in the Hall of Fame or
Oh
something.
my God.
Yeah,
Video on YouTube.
that's
a really fucking funny one.
That's a standalone upload. That thing,
Right?
It really is. Really
Bravo,
is.
Alex.
Yeah, bravo to White Boy for
Dude,
that one.
White Boy should just do streams like that.
As
Impersonating
Blade.
Blade. Yeah, just drink water instead of vodka or something. But yeah.
I thought I was going to pass out.
Thank you so much for that.
That was
excellent.
that was an A+.
Yeah, thanks to everyone. That was very good.
You won the video. Like there were a lot of gracious guys in there. There were a lot of funny guys in there. There were a lot of guys I don't recognize at all. And I smoked a lot during those years. And but that was the funniest one by far. That was great. Excellent job.
I mean, the makeup dedication on the toe itself puts it.
Oh my God!
I mean, come
Dude,
on.
He had makeup on his face.
I was dying before we got to the foot. The leg had me.
It took me a second to know who it was. I was like,
yeah,
that's my boy.
It took me a beat too.
I was
without
about
the beard.
to ask. Wow, he really lost some weight.
He did lose weight.
I was like really tossed in. I was like, what the fuck happened to this guy?
Blade, have you seen Blade's lost some weight?
Well,
Did he lose a leg and lost like 20
no,
pounds?
these guys had to explain to me. Like, I saw Blade losing weight, and I was like, hey, he's looking a little better. But apparently that is a phase of alcoholism where they just don't eat other food and really only their calories.
I think he's been in that phase for a while.
I was going to say that's for the past 4 years. Maybe he's just now getting the ill effects from it, you know?
It's just hard to keep food down. I don't know why.
Just
me 3 weeks into quarantine. Just like
oh, he'll be dead soon. All right. Well,
yeah, probably. I mean,
let me knock out our
but
last.
I think he's on the
advertisement.
show next week.
Well, let's hope he makes it till then. Let me,